Hello guys and welcome back to Tomato GFX. Sorry for the waiting and delay in the video. Today we are going to talk about text tool and this is our sixth lecture in the series. You can watch the previous videos in the playlist. So let's start. So here we are back to the magical world of Illustrator and you can find the text tool here. If you click on text tool, see a symbol like this which has an eye created. This is a general symbol for text in every software, and you also have a shortcut of T for the text tool. So let's start with the normal text tool, and after that we will be going through all the text tool types and properties. So for first, you can see if I just normally click on text, you can see some text appear, and it's a demo text. Lorem ipsum, it's a universal demo text, so you can write anything here. And you can see the text is right now very small, so we can just increase the size by the property panel, or you can just hold alt and shift to proportionally increase the size. So our first, I'll be just aligning it to the center. Our first column in the character panel which we are going today is setting font family. So here you can see we have so many type of fonts pre-installed in our library, and you can also use your pre-installed font. I have suggested a website in the typography class, so you can check that out. And these fonts are pre-installed on my PC, so it can be different on your PC, so you can download it from there. So at first we can change font. After that we have some font. For now I'll be just choosing Poppins font. After choosing Poppins font, so like you can see they have many font styles from thin to black. As we go down we can see more and more boldness added to our font. And this is a specific thing, and only specific font have these styles like Montserrat, Inter. These fonts only have some font styles. Not all fonts have font styles. For example, if I go for Pacifico regular, you cannot find any font styles other than regular. Got it? So let's move to our next corner. Just changing the font back to Poppins, so for easy understanding. So here you can see this is our font size. We have discussed it earlier. We can change the font size here, and if we change our font size manually with the mouse, it also reflects here. After that, it comes to leading lines. Talking about leading lines, we'll talk about it later. Let's move to tracking for now. Tracking is the space between the letters, the overall letters. Like you can see, if I increase the tracking, the space between the letters increases, and it's a variable space. And after tracking, we have kerning. Kerning is the individual letter space. If it is set to be auto right now, you can set it to optical for a better view. So I always set it to auto. And if I need to change the kerning manually, you have to choose the text tool, then click on the letter you want to change. If your cursor is blinking between those letters, you can just change the kerning between those letters like this. And if you just lower the value, you can see the distance between L and O is lesser than distance between O and V, and that's kerning. For now, I'll just reset it to auto so it can be back to the normal. If you see, we have a more option panel here. If we click on it, we can see so many options here. These four options are similar to the above options. After that, we have vertical scale. Vertical scale is note down to be like if I increase or decrease vertical scale, then you can see the vertical scale of design is squeezed 85. And if I set it to 100 and this back to 100, it is normal. But this is when you mess up and you are manually enlarging your text or you didn't press shift or alt. So you can might mess up with the text like this and you cannot get back to the original settings. So you can just go to vertical space and horizontal space and confirm that they are 100% to 100% for the best ratio. After vertical scale, we have baseline. A baseline is a line where all the texts are aligned. And I have talked about baseline in the anatomy of typography. So you can just check out the class in the design theory section. So here, the baseline is this line over here. And if we want the text to be above that line, we can just set it more, or below the line, then we can set it less. We can also apply this to individual letters, like I just want V to be above the line. So I just click on it and set V to normal and see the baseline is bricked here. We have a different baseline and O has a different baseline. I'll just reset for now. After baseline, we can see we have character rotation panel, where if we increase the values, you can see the letters are rotated. So that's not the use of too much. You can use it for a creative poster or something, but I haven't used it in a while. So just to keep in mind, you can just use this property. I'll reset it now. For next, we have all caps option. If you forgot to all cap your text and you just want to all caps your text now, then it's a lengthy process. So other than that, you can just choose this option and your text will be all caps now. So we have similarly small caps here. After that, we have superscript and subscript. This is used to make a power or the most math solutions we have done, like 2 to the power something something. I'll just show you. It's very easy. And suppose I've written here a and 2. I just want to make this a square. How could I do? I just select 2 and just go to the options here and select superscript. And now it is square. Similarly, if we want to make a chemical formula of H2O, just select it now, H2O. And want the 2 to be the subscript of this letter. I'll just select the 2, go to the 2 section and just select it like this. Here we go. We have a subscript here. Other than that, we only have left with 2 options, which is underline option. This creates an underline under the text, and other is create a strike through, which is also a property. If you want it, you can use it. Below that is not a necessary thing. It's used for raster preview. So if just you want to check the preview of your presentation, you can just click on pixel preview. And if you zoom in now, you can see the anti-aliasing of your pixels. And if you are creating something for print documents and all, you need a preview of what you are seeing. You can see the text preview here in a raster format, and you can change the anti-aliasing format. If it is none, then the edges will be very sharp because it gives a good preview of your design. I'll change back the preview to normal, and now you can see our text is back to the vector format. So this is all about normal text tool and all the properties we have here. We'll be talking about paragraph now. So press T, and if you want to create a column like this, just drag and drop your desired size and leave your mouse. This is in mock text. So for example, we can have it. We can align it with the paragraph options here. And here we can choose the leading lines. Leading lines, the distance between the lines, which is leading lines, and it is defined by the space. And it is also very important for our paragraph readability. So I have discussed it in the previous classes, so you can watch them. A unique thing about the paragraph thing is this paragraph will be auto arranged when you increase or decrease the size of a square. Suppose if you have decreased the size too much, then you will see a plus sign here at the bottom. And if you click on the plus sign, you will generate the exceeding overflow text. You can see it is connecting to this, and if we just delete it like this, the text will be removed. If we add back the text or increase the text like this, Control C, Control V, Control V. So this is the similar text we have used in the back. And if we increase or decrease the size of the previous column now, then the text will be sent back to the original text box like this. So this is the use of text tool in paragraphs, and it is very useful for the long text and easily arrangeable. We all have many options here, so you can explore those, and they are very easy. And one of the options here is hyphenate. Hyphenate is the hyphen you see at the end of a column. If you have a range here, then the text will be hyphenated. So if you don't want an hyphen at the end of any text, you can just click on the properties back and uncheck this option. So the hyphen option will be reduced and the text will not hyphenated at the end. So that's it about paragraph. You can explore the settings by your own, and they are very easy. After paragraphs in tool, we also have a secret tool in our text tool. For that, let's have an example here. I'll be just Control Z. I'll just bring the love design text back, and here you can see we have a touch type tool at the end. What this tool do is, if you select a type here, you can see you can just rotate an individual letter or set the kerning manually like this, or you can just move it above, below, all the things according to you. You can change the size of the letter, and you can do it different for every letter, and just arrange them above, below, and to be precise, you should use arrows for these things. So I prefer arrows because if you just click it and randomly put it anywhere, that would look like very bad, and you should probably put these things in mind that everything should be manual, so you can reset the things, and you can reset the things from here also after you have done something. That's it for the touch type tool, and let's move on to our next tools, the list of tools. So suppose we have some shapes here, a square, after that we have a rounded rectangle here, and a ellipse here, and a polygon here, all like this. So first is our area type tool. Just select the area where you want to type. So just click on this, or just click on this, or just click on this, or just click on this. So your text is arranged in all the boxes, and you can just add a paragraph format here. I just don't want the hyperneat text right now, so just uncheck this, and so you can easily see the paragraphs here, and just make it like this center line. You can change the shape later or as you wish. If you change the shape, the text will be arranging according to it. So keep in mind that everything is bounded with the selected item you have created. You can just use your mouse to change. You would need to use the direct selection tool for maximum arrangement and changes. So keep that in also mind. If you are selecting anything, just click on A for direct selection tool. For arranging everything like this, I just want to change the shape a little more with the Bezier handles. And here you can see it's a random shape, but the text is arranged according to the shape. So you can change all the settings here. So we have discussed those settings. So let's jump to the next text on path. For that, we need to create some path here. So suppose I have used the curvature tool to create some path here. And I'll just choose the text on path tool here. And if I click, You see, our text is arranged very well on the top, and I can just change if you want to change the direction or alignment. You can just click on this icon here, and you can see you can change whether it should be above the line or below the line from this line here. If you hover on this line, you will see the change in icon, and this is mainly used for a circular round ellipse. Here you can see if we click, the text is arranged around the circle. For now, you should change the range here. The range is very precise here. Just check for the arrow here. So I have set it a range here, and text above this range is going to be deleted like this. Suppose I just need this text, and I can just arrange it in the middle of it. Do you want the text inside or outside the text? You can arrange all the things manually. Here it is outside the box. You can just click on the we can just click on the middle part to arrange the settings inside the text like this, like this. You can also change the baseline values to increase or decrease distance from the center. That will be a better option when you are working with the strokes. Okay, so we are done with the path. After that, we have vertical type tool. So you can type vertically with this tool. I never use that much, but maybe you are creating something in vertical and you just want to create something good. You just type in the brand logo here, like Nike. I'll just make it bigger. So that's a simple work. You can just arrange these same techniques in all the shapes also. Like if we have an ellipse tool here and just click on vertical area tool, the text will be coming vertically. And for the paths, that's a hazardous one ever seen like this. If we have a path here and then we choose the vertical path, so the text will be according to the path you have created. You can use it many, like if we have creating a pattern like this. So you can just make a pattern line, but for that we have a pattern brush thing. So we'll be discussing that in brush tool. So we don't need a pattern lines with the text. So that's vertically type on path tool. So that's it all about text tool, and you can explore these tools according to you and according to your use. And I have shown you the outline of text tools. So that's it. And let's meet you in the next section where we'll be discussing the shapes like line and spiral and grids, and also shapes, the normal shape we have get in the Illustrator, the basic shapes.